This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Throwing on first down. Fields. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Like 20. 58, come on. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
57, Mike, 57. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Showing it. DC. Greystone, travel.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
20. Coming for his son. I'm coming for his son. The 29-yard line. Pick the edge. Come.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Throwing on third, Goff. And an alley to run. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Fields. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after one. Here's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 75 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, it's Johnson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Back to throw. Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Deshaun Hand in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card week. And he's going to go down again. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Fields, flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Take 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now Sanders. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Fields. But it's brought in by Washington. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check Super one.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Tight go. Now you won. Alert 3. Topper.
They run. It's Johnson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy, the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Fields. Well, he's going to go for it. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Motion, motion, motion. 4 down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check 2. Check, check, check. 56.
From the 39, Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Hold on. General West. Alert flare.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Watch the pass. Check 3. Shift. Check. He's coming. We got double up. Switch.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Fields flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Fields finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Rush in. Rush in.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Blue draw quarter. Check. Check. Crunch.
They go to Johnson again. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Watch out. Hey, Shell.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Runs over him. Stays on his feet. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Deshaun Hand in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the ground, this is Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher.